Okay, we have with us Roxanne Kiely and Stephen Kiely again. Stephen and Roxanne were the winners of the Songs for Children category last year as well, and they're back in 2018 with another one of their Busy Izzy songs. Welcome, guys.
Hi,
Thanks,
Alan.
Hello.
Great to be here.
Yes.
We feel very fortunate.
Can you tell us a bit about this Busy Izzy song?
Yes. Do you want to start, Mr. Clay?
Well, after last year's song, which was very much a tempo-driven and happy and up sort of song, we wanted to write something that had a little bit of depth to it. And specifically, this song was a real co-write. I sat down at the piano once at a relative's place, and our granddaughter was there. And I started writing this melody, and then we came up with this idea of sometimes a friend is all you need to be. So it was a nice turnaround that we do need friends, but we also need to be friends. And then when we started recording it, we brought Sky in to sing it, and she just did a fantastic job vocally on this tune, because she's an 8-year-old, and at the time she didn't have her front teeth, so she had that beautiful child. Sometime for friend.
Yeah. And she really felt it. She's got a lot of empathy, Sky. She can be quite forthright and stands her ground. Like she'll say to me, "I'm putting my foot down here now," and I go, "Right." She's learnt that phrase really well. But when we were recording it, we said to her, because I went and picked her up, brought her over to the studio, and I said, "As soon as you finish the recording, Sky will take you out to lunch." She got 3 lines and she goes, I'm quite hungry now. She got 3 lines in. She said, finish the song and put your endings in. And she really ended it beautifully. She's feeling the whole song.
I should also mention that the first time that we had Sky in for a recording session, she was about 4 or 5 years old. Okay. And I played a joke on her. She came in and she had to learn the lyrics by rote. Yes. But anyway, she came in for this first thing, and I handed her a sheet of paper with some words. I said, here are your lyrics, Sky. She goes, Pop, you know I can't read.
So she's funny. But see, because Busy Izzy is all about empowering her friends.
Yes.
So the character Busy Izzy is about, the whole series is about friendship, fun and healthy food. And she empowers her friends no matter what goes wrong. And in book 3, one of her friends, talkative Tess, is very talkative. And all the friends came over to help paint the pots. And because I was raised on a farm, we had a lot of outdoor activity. And so that painting pots and planting herbs and out in the garden with the puppy, and all their friends come and help, as I did as a child. And all our friends came over and helped do the hay and helped paint the pots and paint the house and plant the garden. So talkative Tess, of course, just gets talking and singing and forgets about the painting, but she's got the paintbrush in her hand, so the paint goes everywhere. So instead of being a yellow pot, it's blue. It's got blue splotches all over it. But even though things go wrong, it's Busy Izzy comes in and goes, well, she realises after that. And so Busy Izzy comes in and says, you've realised that, and it's really, she apologises to her friends. So the song, especially Sometimes a Friend, suits the series so much, because the whole thing is about empowering your friends and being inclusive and not excluding somebody who is talkative or who is a bully. So there's a reason why somebody's bullying somebody. It's either stemming from either home or friendships or being bullied themselves. And so we have all of this included in our series. And so we've just got a stage show that started this year.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we've got the Busy Izzy and Friends stage show.
Well, we took snippets of stories from the 3 books that are available from busyizzy.com, and we've incorporated them with one of the 20 songs that we've now written, which are going to be available on Spotify soon. And we've incorporated them into a show so that you've got highs and lows within the show. You've got an overall story, which is very much to do with animal shelters and saving rescue animals. That's the underlying theme of the show, but you've still got highs and lows of things going right and wrong for the kids. through the show. But we also, you know, like one of the things that we like to promote with the Busy Easy series is those things that parents tend to be concerned about nowadays, which is keeping the digital tablets and everything out of the kids' hands, getting them outside, getting them doing the sort of things that we grew up with doing as kids. Natural, unelectronic sort of stuff. Yeah.
Well, because we notice that when we go out with friends who have younger children or they happen to bring their grandchildren along, the children are on devices during the whole dinner. They don't bring their head up. Hi, Luke, hi, and back to his device. So we grew up in an era where everything we had to talk, and we had such a talkative. Everything was talking around the dinner table and talking to your friends, of course. And now it's all different. So in the books, I don't have any of that. I have all this includes they sing and they talk to each other and they do games and they've got word games and they play games but they play games because it's interactive rather than being device driven.
By the same token, the books will be available on Kindle devices.
Yes. So we've got at the moment
that's the irony, isn't it?
It is. It's an ironic circumstance.
We've got 2 schools who have actually included the Busy Easy books and the songs as part of their curriculum.
Oh.
And I didn't even know that. So it's 2 schools and they are using them.
Are they?
Amity College, so it's the Auburn campus and the Preston's campus of Amity College.
Yeah.
So the head teacher contacted me and said, look, we just love the books. And so they invited Stephen and I to come and we did a presentation for 200 children and the Auburn campus invited us. So next March they actually booked the whole show, the Busy Easy series.
Okay.
And so we've got these little things where we've got, cooking with Busy Easy, where you can do, let's get cooking, or lunchbox menus for children, and we've got cooking classes, because Busy Easy makes all this easy to make, healthy, natural food.
Yes.
And no sugar.
Sugarless, dairy-free,
the
good stuff.
gluten-free. And so it's all about, friendship, fun and healthy food. And then we've got the show where we've got Meet the Creators, which Stephen and I go along.
Yeah.
Meet Busy Izzy, so we've got a young girl who dresses up as Busy Izzy.
So you have a Busy Izzy.
Oh yes,
characters,
we have one in Queensland and one in New South Wales who dresses up as Busy Izzy.
And she's in the stage show.
And she's in the stage show.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she's actually a little. The main Busy Izzy is a little actress that's been around for a long time. She was the star of Judy Moody and the Not Mama Summer, which was out several years ago. It was filmed in America. She had to live in America for 6 months while it was filmed. She was only 13 at the time. And now she's 20 and she still looks 12.
Yeah, she's got that.
She looks 12.
She's got that Peter Pan look about her. So we think she might be Busy Easy for a while.
She's fantastic, and she is just a real go-getter girl. And we've got our student concert because we run a music school, Scoop FX Music, and I've got a student concert. We've got the student concert coming up next weekend, and the first. The little singer-dancer that was supposed to be doing the very first show on the day was pulled out on me after all the rehearsals. And it was a song from the musical The Drowsy Chaperone, where the leading character says, I don't want to be an actress anymore, I don't want to show off anymore. But while she's singing these lines, she's showing off. She's kicking her leg up and dancing and doing the splits. Yeah. So this girl pulled out on me like 3 days ago. Unfortunately. So I phoned, and I've got 2 other students of ours who are running out and with a camera, and one's being a reporter and interviewing this character. So who did I call? I called my Busy Izzy, Jordana, and I said, Jordana, do you happen to know the song? She goes, sort of know it. Why? And I said, can you step in and do the first song? For you, Roxanne, I will. And so she doesn't even know the song, and she's stepping in at the last minute.
Yeah, she's a real trooper.
A real trooper. And she'll do the song.
Just like the real Busy Izzy.
Just like the real Busy Izzy.
Indeed. That's why she suits the role so
she does.
Oh, she
well,
does.
yeah.
So I don't know whether you can see her, but that's her there.
But we're very pleased that the ASA has seen fit to award the prize to us again this year after last year. The ASA is really being a springboard for us. It's the profile that we're getting from winning the award, the Australian Songwriters Songcomp Award. It just helps the whole project so much, and
Oh, it sure does. It really does. It's wonderful. We were so excited when we got the phone call. It was like, what, again?
Again? Oh, well.
Yes.
See how we go.
We were jumping out. I think we were out on the not out in the street. We were out on the sidewalk. We just left our performance, and when you phoned, and I was jumping up and down the sidewalk.
Well, it's our pleasure. Always good to acknowledge good song writing. Thanks, guys.
Oh, thank you,
pleasure.
Alan.
That's Roxanne Kiely and Stephen Kiely.
Thanks very much.